quick. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Lorenzo setting up with the Indian Collective. We're here for the school teacher strike.
Teacher strike. We got students here with us, though.
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring, I guess, our people out here to learn more about what the strike is going on. We're speaking to Indigenous teachers.
I just want to say we are the only two Native American Indian teachers in this building. I have more to say about that whenever you're ready.
Go for it. Let's let us know what's going on.
Okay, so this is my 25th year as a teacher in Minneapolis Public Schools, and I've loved it, and I've always been so lucky to have administrators look out for me and really want to have me in the schools. Why? Because Native American teachers are critical to Native students. And I know y'all know already, y'all know this, because we know our history. This is our land, right? I'm talking about land back. This is part of the movement. We're 100% of this whole land, and now we're 1%. Now, that's also with students. We have 1% Native students. We need to be there for them. We absolutely need to be there for them. And it's not just once in a while, not once a week. It is literally day by day, hour by hour, and it gets to be minute by minute for these students, because for Native students, because they connect with us, they can tell us things, we can understand them in a way that other teachers don't get. Now, like I said, we are so lucky. I feel lucky. Administrators have really always made sure that I have kept my job, never got pink slip, never had to reapply. 25 years. Now, that is not the case for all teachers, especially beginning teachers, which is one of MFT's Safe and Stable Schools demands. We want retention of teachers of color. Why? First-year teachers can get laid off very easily. Now, if we have safety for teachers of color, especially Native teachers, because this right here, I'm Shannon Nordby, by the way. This is Tracy Tweedy. She is a first-year teacher in our building. Now, I know our administration is going to work hard to make sure that we have teachers of color in this building, Black, Indigenous, Asian teachers, and I hope out of everything you wouldn't get laid off, you know what I mean? But we need MFT out there to work with the district. We're working together as a partnership to make sure that we retain teachers of color, and for us, especially American Indian teachers.
And just to add, like our students, I mean, we're still here. We have a population. We are still here. Indigenous people are still here. And our kids need to know. They need to have something that they can relate. I mean, every day they come in, you need to feel part of your community. When you're in school, you need to feel part of your community in everything you do, and you can't learn without feeling a part of your community. And we need to be here, and we need our administration to know that they need us here. Our students need us here.
Literally the best part of my day yesterday before I walked out for the end of the day was when our Native students, we have a Native Leadership Club, came in, last part of the day and just wanted to be together, and just had a place to be, and that is so important for students.
So you're here, you're part of this picket line? Like what exactly is going on with all these people here? You got signs. You want to tell us a little about the strike?
Okay, now this has been a preparation. This just didn't happen yesterday. This just didn't happen last week. We have been working on this for literally many years. I was a part of the REACH, rank and file caucus of our union, and we worked hard to create a member-driven union. Now this is like 8 years. Now, I've been a union member for 25 years. I pay dues. If you pay dues, you have a voice in the union. You can speak up and you can tell them, hey, we need this in our contract. Hey, I don't feel safe with this. Hey, how does this contract involve me? Now, our union right now is very responsive to its members, and especially because of who we are, as an anti-racist union, they listen to us. I feel like I have a voice in my union. So we spoke up. There's things we are not happy with. We worked hard to organize this strike through one-on-one conversations, through meetings, through relationship building, and worked to vote this strike into existence. Is there more? Okay. But, a part of the question.
That was pretty clear.
I didn't say this. What this picket line is.
Oh yeah, if you want to talk, I mean, yeah.
The picket line. So
Yeah.
what you see behind us, this picket line and these signs. This is called a work stoppage. This is a work stoppage. Teachers are not. We're not in our classrooms. And that is across the entire city. Nobody's in their classrooms. We are all out on the sidewalk, and some are in the street demanding safe and stable schools. Can I grab it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So you're here. You're part of the union. You're both indigenous teachers or American Indian teachers. I think is the nomenclature they use.
Say it again.
You say they use American Indian teachers.
Well,
Or how would you?
do you want to explain it to me? Federal, federal funding for Native students uses the term American Indian. That's different from Native American because American Indian is how we classify ourselves to know that we are enrolled or our ancestors were enrolled in reservations. And so we're American Indian, we're Native American, we're also indigenous, but there's other people here who are also Native American and indigenous from all of the America's Turtle Island.
I guess you're talking about representation for American Indian students and how important it was to have, I guess like an indigenous teacher in the classroom. And you're talking about like that because they feel like more comfortable to speak about things that are going on. I don't know if you can speak more into that.
And even just not things that are going on, but just kind of like being able to be, who you are. I mean, we have like our history of like, just like we for how many years weren't allowed to even speak things that we did, that we practiced, that we know, things that we feel, things that we have. And I mean, like when a student can come in and just say, hey, I want to talk about, just what's going on with me. They have someone that actually represents who they are, not somebody from another culture that, as you know, we've had other cultures just decide how we decide for ourselves. And so, if a student can come in and just say, hey, I want to talk about what's really going on with me, they can. They have somewhere safe to do it. They have somewhere where they're like at all day long. This is like their job. This is their career. And I mean, your life is going to school, and you need to feel like you can do that. I need to feel like I can do that. Everybody needs to feel like they can do that.
That's in South Dakota. They're trying to start a culturally responsive school, and that's part of the reasoning to do it. So like people can see their own culture within the curriculum, the education. It's called the Oshetish Academy, and so it's just interesting to hear that because I just was reading about it and like, oh yeah, like people want to see themselves in the curriculum. They attach themselves. They learn better when that's in the curriculum. It's pretty cool. Pretty neat.
Absolutely.
I have more to say too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Go ahead.
Now,
Go for it.
One of our big things we're working on this year, it's not just us, but we want to change the name of our school.
This is
Roosevelt.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna mention that.
We want to change the name. So one of the beginning things we did this year is we organized an auditorium with our Native leadership students, and we told the entire school we want to change this name. Roosevelt was not a good person to Native people. I don't know if you know about the statue that was just removed with, is that in New York? It's Roosevelt and then a black person and a Native person. In subjugation was like how that whole statue was analyzed. And one thing that Roosevelt did say is that, what did he say? 9 out of every 10 Native people are, who cares? And for the last one, I don't even care about them either. They could all die. So, I mean, that's paraphrasing. I don't have the exact quote.
Yeah, like
For sure. This school is named Roosevelt. You
Yeah.
can see right there.
Yeah. Now, we could talk more about that, though, because it's not just the things he said, but it's also the things he did, okay? Roosevelt organized national parks, and when we're thinking about land back, where did all that land come from? All of that land is stolen land, and we're talking about land back. So this name goes down to way many more levels than just the things that he said. It's the things that he did, and the legacy that he leaves behind, scarred on Turtle Island.
Yeah, for sure. Like, that reminds me, like in the education, like in South Dakota, again, I'm covering a lot of South Dakota. They're trying to like make it so you can only teach like the history from the Columbus and like discovered America point of view, and like some of the educators there are talking about indigenous educators there, like how damaging that is, and how like European Americans or white folks like don't understand that that's literally like upholding genocide to us, and when we try to mention that to them, like no, that's the real history. You know? And this is like the same thing where it's like Roosevelt is upholding this genocide. He was an Indian killer. His view is that, you know, and here is a school named after him, and you know, so. Now
the funny thing is, this school was supposed to be named Nokomis High School, which means grandmother in Ojibwe. There's another school named Nokomis right now, but that's definitely something that's on our minds. When they made the school back then, they stood up and said, "Oh no, we don't want Nokomis High School. We want it to be Roosevelt," and they changed that.
So someone made that decision.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we should go on the picket.
I don't hear a lot of energy. We gotta get some energy back in there. I'm gonna go out and marshal for a little bit. I hope. And I cannot chant today.
That's right. You're saving.
I'm saving my voice.
I'm
saving my voice for a little bit later. No, here we go. Let's see. Come on. Get in there. Yeah.
I'll just say there's a march later.
Yes.
Should we go to that?
Go to that.
Okay.
It's going to be the entire school district, and it's not just teachers. It's ESPs. ESPs are an important part of this strike.
What's an ESP?
An ESP is an educational support professional, and they practically run our schools. I mean, we all do, but without education support professionals, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. No, they need more pay, and they need more hours. They are being paid poverty wages. They have to have 2-3 jobs, and we are in this together. We're not going to settle contracts one without the other. So teachers are standing up for ESPs, and ESPs are standing with teachers.
And then there's culturally responsive ESPs, or culturally there's somewhere in the demands. I'm not sure what that meant.
A lot of times ESPs are people of color, and so it's educational justice for them to receive the pay that they deserve to be able to make our schools work.
Right on. Was there like a spokesperson or something that I was supposed to talk to?
Oh yeah, where'd she go?
Oh geez. Everyone's moving around here. Okay, if you just join us, we're here in Minneapolis in front of Roosevelt High School, which we're trying to get the name changed. We talked about that a little bit. And we're at the giant teacher strike right now. I can see we're speaking
Literally
to
citywide.
Yeah, citywide. This is just one of the. These are all. There's pickets at every school, or
every school.
Yeah.
Every school. Yep. Every Minneapolis public school.
Right on.
I don't see her, but if we do want to walk the line, we are taking field trips down to the most busy street down there and back, so I'm wondering if they went down there. But let's go do that.
All right.
And then we'll see if we can stop them on the way.
All right, so everyone, we're going to go on this picket line. Then we're probably going to go down. I just wanted to bring you here, speak to a few Indigenous teachers about why it's important to have Indigenous representation in schools. You heard a little bit about that. And then also just learn more about what's going on with this picket, what's going on with the strike. And now we're going to go walk it. Let's see how this goes.
Who are we?
MFT!
15 North!
On the line!
I have to see it all the time to remember it. Who are we?
MFT!
Again, if you just join us, we're in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's probably hard to hear me. I'm behind the microphone. We'll change that in the future.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, run by. Oh yeah. This is a.
We just became friends on Facebook.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I want to. We're walking with Indian Collective right now.
Oh, cool.
And then we're gonna come right back. But I want to connect with you today for sure. Okay, thank you so much. Anything happens. Hey you. Hey, I like your blue.
Don't slip and fall.
Oh, I know. This is a Minnesota long-standing, real ice situation all the time.
Oh, where did everybody go?
They're going all the way to
Did they go
42nd
down there?
and
Okay.
down.
And down to Hiawatha?
I guess so,
Okay.
yeah. They're gonna do a
Everybody's on a
major
field trip.
march. Yeah, field trip.
Everybody's on a picket line field trip down to the next busy street.
Right on.
So I don't know if you want to wait,
Whatever.
see about them coming back. Yeah, I know.
What's that teacher's name?
So the picket's way over there. We can go take a look. Yeah.
Which way are they gonna come back from there?
I have no
Same
idea.
way?
You know, Marcia, she had all kinds of energy.
Yeah.
She is not going to stop.
So we're gonna stay up just a little bit longer. I want to get in the picket here, but also it looks like the picket is gone. Oh, there. I mean, it's everywhere.
Moved away.
You sure?
I don't know if he can. Maybe he can't.
Yeah, you can find out. You can ask him. Yeah.
You guys need coffee?
I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I would put the camera on me really hard.
Any coffee?
No, I'm okay, thank you. So I'll move away from the community sign-up sheet. If you're live streaming, don't get by the community sign-up sheets. Don't live stream that. It's information. So yeah, you can see they're giving out some snacks, some coffee. Pretty good stuff. Let me go on the front here.
Good.
Yeah, check out the tables. They're in a pile of ice and snow. Not stopping the picket. Someone's bringing some baked goods.
Yay! Almost gone already. Cookies? Monster cookies. Small monster.
Can I see them? Can I open them up?
Sure.
See what we got here.
They're almost all gone.
Oh, they look good.
Help yourself.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Thank you.
Is this your first picket line, or?
This is my first picket line, and this is my first year of even teaching, so I
Yeah.
came in. High five. Thank you for being here.
Well, congratulations again. That's really exciting. What got you into education, can I ask?
So,
I'm gonna move over here. If you want to talk, you don't have
oh,
to.
no, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I just kind of went out of my field and I got to work in the schools with my kids and just went, we're not represented and we need teachers. I loved working with the students and went, that's I think where I need to be, and decided to go to grad school to do this, and I'm still in, so I'm working on a tier 3 license or tier 2 license, so until the end of this year, and this is where I want to be. I want to be able to represent everybody and be here, and I mean the heartfelt that these kids have, we need to be here for them.
Right on. Well, that's really exciting. My mother was a teacher, and yeah, I'm like a product of an education movement. I'm part of the Chicano movement. I'm Chicanx, and so like my mother was part of that. Went on to be an educator their whole life till they passed away, and so I have a soft spot for teachers. Y'all like make my heart sing too. So yeah. Anyone who's just watching, we're gonna keep it live for a little bit longer. There's a bigger part of the picket that's gone all the way around the building. We're talking to a few Indigenous educators, but again, we're not gonna stay up too long. We just want to bring you here, show you the picket, talk about Indigenous representation in education. If you heard about it a little bit, you can go back a little bit if you want to hear those interviews. Again, I'm about Inso Sebena, I'm Chicanx, Matronos, they, them. The director of tactical media here at the Indian Collective. I'm just really excited to be out again. I've been gone for a while. If you haven't seen lives, I just had a baby, so that happened. So the family's expanding, and yeah, we're taking care of that little one. But just excited to come out and support and amplify the strike.
Guys.
It's all good. Well, I mean, I just wanted to come out. So there's a big march. You're saying it's going to happen at noon.
At the Nutrition Center.
Nutrition Center?
Yes. That is Lindale and Plymouth, and they're going to march to the Davis Center.
All right. Well, I think maybe that's it. I just wanted to come out and show people, talk to a few, just to you basically.
Yeah. We want to talk to you too. We wanted to talk to you too. I mean, like, every word I said I meant. Native teachers are so important. Like, critical. And if you're listening right now, you could be a teacher too, because we need you. Not only do we need you to be a teacher, we need you to be a union member teacher. Yeah. Yeah.
How did you get started teaching? I don't know. I'm
I
curious.
love this question.
I know.
So
I already got it from over
much.
here. I got it from over here.
I love
So.
this question. So, my dad used to take me rock hunting all the time in the gravel pits. So, I've always loved geology. He taught me how to look for agates, and he taught me how to be, outside. The smell of the prairie was by the gravel pits. That smell, you know how you feel. My mom she was a gardener, when I was a lot younger. And actually, I teach farming here. This is my farm right here.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
So this is like what my class does. It's obviously winter right now, so everything's kind of shut down. But my mom was also a teacher. Now, she got hit by a car 20 some years ago, so she's no longer a teacher because she's disabled. But once you have a teacher in the family, you are much more likely to be a teacher.
Oh, gosh.
So with my dad taking me out to the gravel pits and rock hunting in Lake Superior and the prairie and all of that when I was younger, that gave me a love for science. With my mom gardening and houseplants changed my life, made me go more towards biology. And so I became a life science teacher based on what my parents taught me and my parents' values. And then I got to do this here. So that's how I became a teacher and a farming teacher.
So school offers farming classes?
Yes.
No, that's
No,
wild.
we have this outside. This is our farm here, but then we also have an aquaponics system indoors with fish and plants. And then we have hydroponics, and we do a lot of stuff inside for farming through the winter. So we have stuff we do all year round.
Well, thank you so much for that.
I think they're coming back.
Where?
How about Tracy?
Ooh.
How did Tracy become president?
Yeah, we did. We started there.
I missed it. I'll have to watch
You missed,
the playback.
We had like a heart-to-heart connection moment. We totally did. So yeah, my mother was a teacher. So like, and I totally hear you. I'm like, every day I'm like, am I a teacher?
Yeah.
Am I just doing education?
Yeah.
Like every day I'm like, will my mother do this to me? And then also a good thing, So here comes the picket. Yeah, I think education is a lot of different stuff. There's like classroom education. There's out in the gravel pit education. There's tons of different kinds of education.
They're coming back.
All right, let's do this play-by-play here. Here comes the picket, led by students.
Hey, girl, this is Union Town. Hey, girl, this is Union Town.
Brendan is here.
Get down. Hey, girl, this is Union Town. Get up. Get down.
Where's the boogie?
Get down. Get up. Get down. Hey, girl, this is Union Town. Get up. Get down.
Hey, Grab, this is Union Town.
Get up. Get down.
Hey, Grab, this is Union Town.
Get up. Get down. Hey, Graf, this is Union Town. Get up. Get down. Hey, Graf, this is Union Town. Get up. Get down.
That was literally of our picket, because the teachers are all the way still down on Hiawatha, so that was just families and students joining us in chanting and carrying signs and demanding safe and stable schools. So I thought it was the whole picket line. It was just the students and families.
Oh, it's pretty incredible.
Cool.
That
was awesome.
It's so heartening when like I said, I was in the Chicago teacher strike, and like the students were just so supportive, and there they are again.
You know what, homie? I was taught by a Chicago teacher. Yo, look up Rebel Diaz, Chicago teacher.
Oh, Rebel Diaz.
That is I love that song. Yes.
Right on. Well, I think I'm gonna take this down. Again, I just wanted to come and show folks.
Thank you.
And we'll try to hit that march at noon.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds great, Lorenzo. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you all for doing everything you're doing for students.
You vibes everybody.
Thank you. All right, we're gonna walk away. We're gonna take this feed down. So we just wanted to come out really quick to show you the teacher strike, talk to a few educators about why it's important to have representation in the classroom, and hear more about the strike. I don't know if I can aim this at me. I feel like it's a bad idea to try, but well, we're gonna try. Here I am. Can you see me? No, you can't. Let's setting that. I'm the director of Texas Media. I just want to show you my face for a second. This is the strike. This is one of them. Again, this is one of the pickets here at sadly named Roosevelt School. You heard a little bit of conversation about that, trying to change that name from the two teachers we spoke to. We showed you the picket. We showed you just really student-led part of the picket. There's a bunch of teachers out here as well. We might come back at noon. If you want us to come back at noon at the big march that's supposed to be happening, go ahead and message us. Let us know in the chat. I'll take a look at it afterwards. And thanks again for being here on the Indian Collective. I thought it was important to come out and just stand in solidarity with all these teachers who are out here, putting their wages on the line to kind of fix the education system that's continuing to, unravel, basically. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Again, don't forget to hit follow, like, and subscribe. Share if you want to share it. And go to IndianCollective.org. You want to learn more about our programs, our grants. We try to create change through philanthropy and activism, amongst other things. And so yeah,